think you know yourself pretty well? Well, starting this Friday, we're about to trip you up. Because what you think you see, did you catch it? Really isn't always what you see.
What's so funny?
Hey, we know you think you wouldn't fall for anything. Well, guess what? You're wrong.
Put your hands up.
It's this summer's hottest new show. Would you fall for that? Premieres this Friday at 9, 8 Central on ABC.
Every day, more Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source. Next week, superstars Hugh Jackman, Selena Gomez, super skinny Snooki, and super sexy Heidi Klum. Where? Tell 'em, Heidi.
Good morning, America.
Next week.
On July 20th, we come together to remember and honor loved ones no longer with us, and those whose lives were changed forever.
We're here standing together today and able to celebrate the lives of the 58 people who survived and the amazing 12 people whose lives were tragically lost that night.
As we remember, we go forward. And part of remembering the incredible loss that happened a year ago is being able to appreciate how incredibly beautiful this day is, and that we almost have an obligation to immerse ourselves in life.
A day of remembrance in Aurora, city officials and first responders reflecting and helping a community move forward.
It is absolutely a miracle that 58 people survived that night. Given the types of injuries that we saw, how critically ill patients are, it is absolutely phenomenally amazing.
Aurora Strong, a community pulling together. Paper cranes made by hand by volunteers at the city's new focal point for healing. In the midst of tragedy, the Aurora Strong Resilience Center has only been open for 10 days, but it's proving to be very popular. 7 News reporter Tyler Lopez is live outside. Tyler, it's a refurbished city building.
It's the former Hoffman Heights Library, Teresa, and it's very close to Colfax and Peoria. It's also less than 1 mile away from the suspect's apartment. Now, more than 120 volunteers came in and out of this door today. I didn't hear a single one of them use his name. They were too focused. They were creating projects like this, rocks with messages like conquer fear, and improving the garden, making it A, more beautiful, but B, more accessible to everyone.
From every direction, the drum circle soothes, a nearly hypnotic, communal experience. Symbolic of what the Aurora Strong Resilience Center is intended to be. This labyrinth concept dates back more than 2,000 years, offering a chance to walk through your feelings. And if that doesn't work, grab a shovel and get the garden area into shape. This 1-year anniversary was filled with constant renewal and activity.
You sort of have an opportunity to sample from a menu of lots of different kinds of healing activities and learn what works for you.
For Theater 9 survivor Matt Dolezal, what works is working out the stress of a stranger in the place he's come to appreciate as a refuge.
Just a way for me to give back to the community. So, in any way that I can.
Matt came straight here after the remembrance ceremony.
It was like a ending point, or a new beginning, let's say, to this whole year.
The center offers free counseling, a meeting place, activities for anyone, not just shooting-related victims.
As we come back live and look at the rocks here, my favorite message was "We will rise." The funding is in place for the center for at least 18 months. It's modeled after similar facilities after the Oklahoma City bombing in '95 and the Columbine attack in '99. But here there's a heavy emphasis on mental health counseling. We'll touch more on that when we come back at 5:30. For now, live in Aurora, Tyler Lopez, 7 News.
New at 5, at first glance, this may look like an art project. This healing wall provided a way for people to leave their thoughts, prayers, and feelings about today's anniversary. Open to anyone who wanted to add to the wall or just simply read it. The messages: never forget, fear no evil, bringing Aurora and those who care about the city together.
Just a lot of healing. A lot of healing. That's what we need.
I was a victim, and it's important because people realize what happened and they're just all together.
We know the healing wall will continue to be displayed, and as soon as we learn where, we will let you know. Right now, family and friends gathering to remember Alex Teves, one of the victims in the Aurora Theater shooting. Tonight, a fundraiser at his favorite brew pub, the Copper Kettle Brewing Company. 7 News reporter Molly Hendrickson is there live. Molly, a day of remembering and celebrating Alex's life.
And you may remember Alex Teves, one of the many heroes in this tragedy. He was killed while shielding his girlfriend from bullets. She survived. Now, this was one of the places, this brewery, one of the places that he would frequently come. He was part of the Mug Club. You can see his mug still kept in a glass case by the bar where it will stay. Members say it'll never be retired. He's part of the family here. Many showing up with pins in his memory, wearing T-shirts and white T-shirts and jeans, his signature outfit.
One of the things I know Alex would have wanted is for everyone to move on and to remember him, but not to spend all your time regretting things, but to look to the future, because he was always a very optimistic guy, always looking forward to things and not trying to dwell on the past.
Let me show you a little bit about what's going on here. They've got more than 10 local breweries. You can see people filling up on beer. They've also got food trucks. In the distance behind me, there's going to be live music and a silent auction. Now, all of the proceeds go to the Alex C. Teves Act Foundation, which gives money to students with unique needs. It also benefits Phoenix 999, which help victims of mass tragedy and their families with financial assistance. This event going till 8 tonight. It's $40 to get in, but for people who are still grieving and who are still trying to channel their energy into something positive, this tonight is a great place to be. Reporting live in Denver, Molly Hendrickson, 7 News.
And right now there is continuing coverage on our 7 News app, how you can help the survivors or get help for yourself. Also coming up at 6 o'clock, right after our newscast, our 7 News special, Aurora Strong, 1 year later. That's right after the show. Right now, we're on 24/7 weather alert. Meteorologist Matt Makins in the 24/7 Weather Center with some storms out there, Matt.
Yep, they're becoming severe, Teresa. Until 5:30, we have Elbert County under severe thunderstorm warning in Weld County. Also until 5:30, transition over to the live radar. The strongest storm at the moment is this one in Elbert County approaching Agate. That one has half-dollar size hail within it. The Greeley storm is actually this one north of Grover. You can see multiple other storms on the radar scan. The ones impacting the Denver area have had some large hail with them as well. Marble to quarter size hail from this thunder shower, which is now right on top of 470, very close to the DIA complex. If you have flights tonight or expecting someone to come into town, delays are expected now at DIA due to this thunder shower. As I broaden the view back out just a little bit, this storm is drifting down to the south and east. It'll eventually be reaching Watkins and sections of northern Aurora, arriving in Watkins by 5:27 with still the potential for some hail. Let me show you just the hail zone. You can see the path of hail as it went over Henderson, now over the DIA area. Marble-size hail expected out of this thunder shower now, as it has weakened a little bit over the last hour or so. In Lafayette, when it was in there, at Camiba sent this picture via Twitter, nearly quarter-size hail, and she collected a jar of hail. Plus, Carter Lake, Kay Cribby, on Twitter, sent in some of the larger hailstones in her yard. All of these storms have a chance for hail tonight. In this pink area, that's a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock. I'll step through your evening hour by hour to let you know what to plan for.
A 7 News traffic alert now. I-70 closed in both directions as we speak. Yep, it's closed from I-25 to Federal. The highway will remain closed until Monday morning as CDOT demolishes the old Pecos Bridge and rolls the new one into place. Let's take a live look now at that new bridge, making some big progress in the last few hours. CDOT tells us it's moving at a speed of 100 to 120 feet per hour. New at 5, Denver's Civil Service Commission denies an appeal by a Denver officer suspended for using unnecessary force. Officer Rick Guzman suspended for 4 days when video surfaced of this arrest back in 2007. It shows him handcuffing, then pushing a shoplifting suspect into a wall, grabbing his hair, and then pushing him to the ground. Right now, sheriff's deputies in Arapahoe County asking people in Centennial to be on alert. They say this man is a person of interest in a sexual assault. This happened near the Inglewood Dam Tuesday night. Investigators say the victim was talking on the phone with her sister when a man approached her. She told her sister to call police. Officers say the man sexually assaulted her and took off.
He doesn't look familiar. No, it doesn't ring a bell. I mean, I don't recognize him.
I would never have thought, even if they were close to the apartments over there, that would happen here.
Take another look. The suspect, a thin white male, about 5'9", possibly in his teens, with very dark, greasy hair. If you have information, call police. New at 5 rallies in several cities across the country, from Miami to New York to Los Angeles, in honor of Trayvon Martin. It's been a week now since George Zimmerman was acquitted in Martin's death. Demonstrators declaring today National Justice for Trayvon Day. At an event in Miami, Martin's father spoke about why he's joining the demonstrators.
Our mission now is to make sure that this doesn't happen to your child. We're going to continue to stand together. We're going to continue to unite. We're going to let them know that our lives matter just as much as your lives.
Zimmerman shot Martin last February. He maintains he did it in self-defense. Many civil rights activists, though, are now calling on the Justice Department to consider pursuing a federal civil rights case against Zimmerman. An investigation is underway in Texas after a fun day ends tragically for a family at a Six Flags theme park in Arlington. A woman falling to her death while riding the Texas Giant roller coaster. Passengers in line for the ride now talking about what they saw when the cars returned to the gate.
The man was sitting next to a woman, and they were both saying, let me out, let me out. My mom fell off. My mom fell off. I need to go find her.
In a statement, the theme park says that it has closed the ride pending further investigation. Arlington police are also investigating. Right now, Las Vegas residents are cleaning up, trees down, streets flooded, all after severe weather swept through that area last night. Take a look at this, the roof of a club caving in because of that heavy rain. We're still looking at the tree there. We'll catch up to the club in a second, but we also have cell video from when that happened. You can see the street flooding there on the Las Vegas Strip. Fortunately, no one was hurt. There were also reports of standing water in the casino at Caesars Palace.
Tracking quite a bit of activity right now. Still some severe storms in and around the Denver area. Not severe, but very close to it with some large hail. We talked about this thunder shower approaching DIA. There's a new one near Longmont, but the strongest one at the moment is just outside of Agate, sliding along I-70, approaching 24, just outside of Lyman. The storm has the potential of some half-dollar size hail, which is quarter to egg size hail, out of this little area right here. Just south of Agate is where we're going to be tracking that storm. We'll have a timeline on it. You're looking at the stormy skies, obviously, out your windows right now. I'll help you plan your evening to let you know if what you're doing could get rained on.
And there's a lot more to come on 7 News at 5. An explosion at an airport in China. More pictures of the aftermath and what investigators say happened. Plus, at least 4 men held hostage inside a Houston home, who police say is responsible. And continuing coverage of Aurora Strong. 2 best friends at the movies 1 year ago in Aurora, both shot, how they are healing together.
Hacienda Colorado Taco.